Alright, so this week's quick a tutorial on how to machine something that's not symmetrical. So I just chose this out of the libraries to show you how to machine something that doesn't have the same shape on both sides. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to go to models and we want to go to create a 3-axis vertical blank. We're going to call this field toolpath. We don't care about the rest of the details in here, and we accept it. Alright, so now we need to bring the relief in. So first thing we do is we go to this view to make sure we're in the right view. And remember the machining is always on your left side, so this is as it would read it. So we are in the correct view. We go to assembly, right click, and holding down the shift, we create a relief. Okay, turn the assembly view off, and let's look at our relief. Alright, so there we go. Let's bring this into view. So let's turn off this layer here we don't need. Just going to delete it. And we go into merge height. Alright, so this would be the first part. Now you would machine all the other bits of detail that you have here. I'll leave that up to you. I'm just showing you the concept of machining something that's not asymmetrical. So let's go and so I'm just going to draw a quick toolpath, a quick line around here. Select them both, hit S for smooth. And let's just smooth these out a bit. All right. Let's bring up the mirror tool. And we're going to over model and join it at the same time. Whoops, sorry. Highlight it is cross model and join them. All right, so this is the part we're going to machine first. So like I said before, if you've got details in here, you draw a vector around whatever you want to machine. So we're going to go to toolpaths. And it's going to be a selected vector. And you pick the tool again. And this is your first cut, which is 0, 0, 0. And we calculate now. Okay, so there's the first one done. Right, so now we go to your assembly. We turn it on again. Bring it back into view, either turning this on or turning this on. And go to the assembly, go to the nudge tool. And rotate it around green. 90 degrees. Alright, so holding down the shift key again, I go to assembly, hold down my shift key, and I create a relief again, and it's going to give me another layer right here. Okay, so this is looking from, so I've highlighted this layer, turned this layer off, so only this layer is on. Let's have a look at this. So at the moment we've got the, let's merge high here. So we have the front of the pear shape showing. Okay. So now you would do the same as you normally would do. You would draw a vector around the area. Okay, you would add on your sprue if you were going to add on a sprue. 1 millimeter merge high. Oops, just probably 10 millimeters I'll probably put in there. Let's look at that again. 1 millimeter merge high. All right, so bring up our vectors, and we machine this as well. So go back to the toolpaths, double click on 0, and just select the new vector, change it to 90, because that's how many degrees we turned the ring. And to start the toolpath at the top, we know this already, the angle changes to 180. The toolpath will start at the top and run its way down, and we calculate now. Okay, now, if the ring was asymmetrical, you would have done this. You would have gone model, mirror, vertical, but the ring is not a symmetrical ring. So, the back of the ring exists here on your back, and it is this layer right here. So let's turn these two off, and let's work on this layer here. All right, so at the moment, the model itself is a hole. Well, we can't machine a hole, so we have to invert Z. So you go relief, invert Z only. Okay, and now you've got the back side of the heart. So we're going to merge high again. Okay, and now you do everything else exactly the same. So you bring up the shape editor, you merge high. All right, but before you run the toolpath, now you go model, mirror, vertical, because this head still has to be at the bottom. All right, so very simple. We go back to 90, we double click on it. It brings the menu up. All we do is this got to be a minus 90, like I have there in the name. I called it minus 90. And to start from the bottom and work up, I change this angle back to 0. So now the toolpath will run from here all the way up. So let's have a look at that. So let's turn these off, and I'm going to go calculate now, and toolpath should run from here all the way up. All right, so there we go. So now we just got to make sure we merge all the toolpaths. Remember, these two toolpaths have to line up with this toolpath here, which was the first one. So this one has to wrap minus 90, and this one has to wrap a plus 90. So let's go. So we take the first one that's on 90, and we make sure in the A-axis we put in 90. And then we go to minus 90, and in the A-axis we put in minus 90. There you go. All of them line up. If we zoom in, there's everything good to go. And now you go ahead and save it. So you would save this as a Model Master indexer, and you're good to go. All right, that's one way of doing it. If you don't want to mess with the back relief as I did here, if you don't want to go into the back and you want to stay in the fronts, let's put this back to where it was. Model, mirror, vertical. That's where we were. What I can do is I can just go to the assembly, turn the assembly on. Okay. So I'm busy looking at the front view here. Both fronts are the same. And I can just turn the whole assembly around 180. So to be around the green once, twice. And now I make, holding down the shift key, I create a relief again. And now you'll notice, if you go to a top layer, there it is. You can merge high, and you are good to go. So those are the two methods. One is you can just go into the back relief and use the back. The other one is you just go to the assembly and you mirror the whole assembly around the green 90 degrees to flip it from here over to here, and then you merge it in again. And there you go. That's my quick tip of the week. Thanks a lot.